Gaming Bolt presents 15 things you absolutely need to know about Hitman.
We have a lot to talk about, so without wasting your time, let us begin right away.
Episodic story. Square Enix and 2 Interactive have come out and fully dubbed the newest Hitman game as a truly episodic AAA game experience with major live components. What does this mean exactly for those of us who are hoping for a full version Hitman game to come out? Well, there are 2 ways about it. Each episode will be released separately for those who are interested in playing the game that's available right away, or those who prefer a full version of the game can wait until later this year for the completed edition. Massive levels. There's nothing like a game that can showcase the developer's talent, especially when they show that talent in the form of massive in-game levels. Hitman is just that game. Most of the levels that we've seen so far are huge. The in-game level that takes place in Paris is about 6 times bigger than the Streets of Hope level in Hitman Absolution. That's huge. Intelligent AI. There's nothing more stimulating than an AI character that actually feels like a real person is in control of him, and that's exactly what the developers behind the newest Hitman game are trying to achieve. With intricate little details added, such as a new feature that allows AI characters to notice the barcode on the back of Agent 47's neck and attack. It's things like that which really up the real wow factor. More assassinating. Hitman games of the past have been centering strongly on story and forgetting that you're in control of a murderer, essentially. This newest version is placing that gear in reverse and starting from where it all began, the murder of so many people. That's right. The newest Hitman game is centering its attention around the fun of assassinating Agent 47's enemies, rather than getting bogged down by tons of story. Return of Blueprint map. The classic blueprint type map from previous Hitman games, save Absolution, is finally on its way back. Every level will now have a specific set of NPCs marked as observant. This means these NPCs will be the only AI that can see through your agent's disguise. Those special NPCs will show up on the blueprint map for you to see. Instinct vision lowered. Back to the basics. Instinct vision in the new Hitman game will finally be reformulated, so it doesn't quite feel like a massive cheat fest. Many complained about instinct vision in the last game, Absolution, as being a way to mark multiple enemies and slow motion execution kill all of them. It's been calmed down quite a bit since then. Now, instinct vision is simply used for marking enemies and objects of interest. Disguise. Disguises have been turning simple and sweet for the next game. If you are disguised as a guard, only other guards can check you to see if something is wrong. The same goes for chefs, soldiers, etc. The detection system follows a single class-based system. Other NPCs who are soldiers and guards may not detect you if you're disguised as a chef, for example. Unless of course you're doing something just completely weird and out of character. Tons of ways to kill. There are now a massive amount of ways to kill other enemies, from new weapons, execution kills, scenario kills and much more. The best part is that the game will give you hints on when and where you can finish your enemy in a beautiful fashion if you weren't aware of it before. Deeper Contracts mode. Contracts mode lets you create and define your own missions while competing for the top score amongst all of your online friends. These are going to go much deeper than they ever did in Absolution. More modes, more ways to set up missions, and many more ways to attack and go after them will just be the beginning of what's to come in the best version yet of this refined Contracts mode. No DLC or microtransactions. Now, there may be a lot of people complaining about how this new game is going to be an episodic game, and for those who are watching this list out of order and just now finding this out, don't take it all as bad news. Sure, we love full version games, and as stated before, the full version will be released later this year, but Square Enix have ensured us that going episodic will allow for no additional DLC or microtransactions. Simply, when you lay down the cash for the game, that's all you'll need to pay. No checkpoints. Going back to a simpler time, the newest Hitman game is ridding itself of checkpoints. So finishing a mission from beginning to end will be critical to make sure you stack the score in your favour. This will allow the world to be vast, unhindered, and makes it feel ultra realistic. Also, you can save wherever you want to. PC Dx12 support. Dx12 seems to be all the rage these days on PC. Hitman for PC will in fact support Dx12, making for a much stronger gaming experience, bringing out the best frame rate, superior graphics capabilities, and all the newest elements is very important to the developers and how they would like this game to be displayed at its best. Customized weapon loadout. Customizing weapons loadouts has never been more incredible than within the new Hitman game. Choosing from carried weapon, weapon container, concealed weapon, disguise, gear and gear slot 2 will allow you to fully customize not only your character, but what weapons you will pull out along the way. This is an essential necessity within this version, as Absolution will not allow weapon loadout switching before missions. Prequel and sequel in one. This version of Hitman is not just a sequel, it's also not just a prequel. Nope, in fact, this newest game will serve as both a prequel and a sequel in one. Some story elements players have been wanting covered from Agent 47's past will not only be dug into, but it would also set up new situations in the present that will also make it a sequel. New modes. The Lucid Target and Escalation mode are being introduced for the first time in the newest Hitman game. Elusive Target is the closest thing to the Hitman fantasy that we've ever created. You only get one chance to take down your enemy in the game. If you win and they die, or you die and they win, either way, someone is leaving the game session and can never return.
We hope you've enjoyed this video, so please consider subscribing to our channel. We do original content, reviews, graphics comparison, and much more, and try to upload a video every day.